Hello, this is Aaron from AaronOnAutos.com. Today we're going to do another shaky cam interior review. This time we are in a 2014 Fiat 500L. The 500 is a small two-door car. The 500L is the four-door version of the same car. This is the easy package. Price tag is about $25,000. What you'll see is the interior is very well laid out for a small car like this, and it's much bigger than you would expect. Window controls are about the same, but you'll notice there are no door lock controls. I'll get to that in a minute. A lot of small cars are making that change. This is a speaker. This is a vent, of course. This is a mirror controls. All of that is pretty standard. Nothing unusual there. On the dash, you'll see it's very, very high visibility, black on white. Very, very nicely done. My only complaint with this gauge layout is that this right here, the amber here, is very tough to read when the sun is out and bright, even when you try to put it on its highest setting. Otherwise, though, you'll see everything's pretty much the same. Speedometer, fuel, engine heat, tachometer, and this is miscellaneous stuff that can be changed as you're driving. But for the most part, it probably will just stay on this screen, which has the time, some trip information, miles per gallon information, your odometer. This is an alert to tell you if there's something going on. This will also show like a low tire warning, that sort of thing. And that's your gear. Normally it just says park and drive. And that's the outside temperature up there. Pretty straightforward, nothing really complicated there. When you get to these controls, this is what you would expect, your lighting and your turn signals and stuff. Over here you have windshield wipers here, the back window wiper here, and then you can see these two. You push it or pull it. So you push it back or pull it forward to do washers back to front. And steering wheel controls are pretty straightforward. Phones here and cruise control here. You'll notice there are no audio controls here other than that mute button. I really like it when they include a mute button. It makes things easy when you need to talk to somebody in the car and it's a little bit loud or whatever. I do wish there were some volume controls here, but that's just kind of a minor point. It's not really that big of a deal. Then we come over here, you'll see it's a keyed vehicle. So one of the few left in the world, I think. Then we get to this center console. Up here, you probably can see it. There's a vent right there. And then this center console is a large touchscreen. This comes with the navigation package. Vents and the touchscreen. The touchscreen has a lot of great information. It's very, very useful. Chrysler Fiat has a very, very good infotainment system. Easy to use, simple menus. Everything is pretty straightforward. So yeah, it's just I can't say how great it is enough, because there are very few in this market that have done it right, and Chrysler Fiat's one of them. These are some menu controls to kind of augment that, and these are hard buttons for how you jump around in here a little faster. One of the things that makes it so much better. Now here is the door lock button. This locks and unlocks the doors. That's really nice. I just wish they had not foregone the control on at least the driver's side door, because this button requires that you climb inside the vehicle to unlock the doors. And that's just a little bit annoying if you leave it running and you get out and all the doors are locked, but the driver's side. But that's a minor point, not a big deal. Most small cars are moving to something like this. Ford Fiesta, same thing. Chevy Sonic, same thing. So, you know, a lot of small cars are getting to that. Here you have climate controls, pretty straightforward, nothing unusual here. This is a phone cubby, and it's a non-slip surface. Very, very good spot, very nicely done. Your phone sits right here, sticks out about maybe an inch or so if you have a regular sized phone, you know, like an iPhone or my Android. So it's just about right, and you can see most of the screen while it's in there. And then very nice plugs here. So your USB I used it for charging my phone a lot of times in this car, auxiliary port, and SD card. The card that's in there is your nav, but you can pull it out and you can put a music card in there. So pretty cool. Also, that is part of this extended system. Here you have a 12-volt plug and a couple of drink holders. Then you have your shifter, pretty standard, nothing unusual. There's something that goes here, and I don't recall what it is at this point, but some packages will have a button here, and of course, anyway, and then your handbrake, which is kind of a Fiat 500 thing, that flat, neat handbrake. Probably don't use it that much, but it is a little bit annoying to get to because the handrest is right here. So you have to kind of tilt it out of the way to use it. But you know, how often do you really use your handbrake? So if you're like me, you use it every time you park, but some people hardly ever touch it. Then you have a little bit extra, so you have an extra cubby up here, and then you have, of course, the glove box down there. And you'll see that this has Beats Audio. That's the red Beats Audio symbol. Very good audio system in here. And then I'm just going to pan around because this is the passenger seat. And these are heated seats, by the way. And they're very, very fast and toasty. This is the back seat back here. And I don't think my camera's going to do justice to how large this cabin is. If you've been in a Mini, BMW Mini, it's very similar. This is a little larger than that, but it's very similar cabin. And then to really set it off, of course, it has the panoramic sunroof, which opens up and goes all the way past that back seat there. Just gorgeous. I love that. And that cover is just a piece of cloth. So it's not as good for noise dampening, but you know, in a car at $25,000, you don't expect a lot of that. This car is not too loud on the freeway, but it's not quiet either. And a lot of people like that sunscreen up there just because it's so it's still opaque. You can still see through it, but only very, very lightly. It's a very, very well done shade. So that is our interior review. This has been Aaron from AaronOnAutos.com with a interior review of the 2014 Fiat 500L. We'll talk to you again soon.